guys, my name's Kishan Amin and we're here at the launch of my new single Kabhi Jaana and you're watching Bollywood ITV.
Hi, I'm Hassan. I'm the director of Kabhi Jaana music video and you're watching Bollywood ITV.
Guys, check out Bollywood ITV, the best online video.
Hey guys, this is Monica Joyce. I'm here tonight to support Kishan Amin's debut single launch from Raxime Productions. The song is called Kabhi Jaana Mera Pyar. I think this is going to be one of the most magnificent releases this year coming from Raxime Productions. So wherever you are, I hope you enjoy the music. Tune on to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, everywhere it's out there. And you are watching me, Kishan, Raxime Productions, and Bollywood ITV.
Hi, I'm Erica Katrina here at the launch party for Kishan Amin's single Kabhi Jaana. Keep watching Bollywood ITV and follow us all.
Hi Kishan, I'm Hasina from Bollywood ITV.
Hi.
Thank you so much for giving us an
No
interview
problem
for
at all,
us.
it's my pleasure.
You must be very excited then because you're about
Very
to launch a new
excited.
single.
Yes, Kabhi Jaana is released yesterday actually,
Okay.
Thursday 29th of August. So that released on iTunes and today we're holding a launch party for the single itself.
Brilliant.
So, yeah,
So
very
tell me,
excited.
you must be. So tell me about your journey. How did you get here? I don't
Um,
mean on the
so
train.
That would be a
That was
really
Kishan's
rubbish
question.
answer, wouldn't it, just on the train. So my musical journey, well, I've been singing for a long time, about 15 years or so. When I was a kid, my mum used to send me for Hindustani classical music classes. And you know, when you're younger, you don't really realize what you're doing or where you're going to. But as I got older, I realized I've got a major passion for what I do, which is singing music. And I've been lucky enough so far to pursue that passion, and this is where I've reached so far. Really.
Okay, so when you were growing up and going for music lessons and things, who inspired you? Who were your musical idols?
I think it has to be Sonu Nigam.
Good choice.
Yeah, his voice is incredible, but not only that, but he's an absolutely fantastic performer as well. And as I got older and as I started doing more performances, I started to realize that performing is something that you have to become as good as Sonu Nigam really to entertain your crowd. In terms of vocals, I think Mohammed Rafi Saab has got to be.
Another good choice.
I think, in my opinion, the greatest singer, Hindi singer anyway. So I think I'd hold him as my ultimate vocal idol.
Which is your favourite Rafi song? So many, it's too hard to choose,
Yeah, I
isn't
think
it?
Gulabi Aankhein.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, an absolutely beautiful track.
Good. So who would you maybe like to do a collaboration with then? I know you've already actually collaborated with Preeti Menon. What was that like?
That was fantastic actually. So I collaborated with Preeti on a track called Tujhe Maan Lu, which is produced by my producer Rax Timir. So that released, I think, 3 months ago. We received a really fantastic response for that. It was a very special track to us. So Rax and I composed the track, and then we were looking for a female artist to come on board in that track, and Preeti was just a fantastic choice. Yeah, she is an amazing vocal, so it was a great experience, it really was.
Okay, and you sing in Hindi as well as English?
Mostly Hindi.
Okay.
Most of my stuff is Hindi.
Ah, so would you ever do a song for a Bollywood movie?
Oh,
Maybe
that
an acting
would
one?
Love to act in one.
Would
I don't
you?
think I'd ever get that chance though, but
You
let's
might
see,
do.
maybe one day.
Kisha's got all the
if
contacts.
anybody's watching, call me.
No, call me.
Call her and then she'll call me.
And I'll call him, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'd love to be a playback singer. That's my, probably say commercially, that's my ultimate goal
Okay.
in music. Yeah.
Why don't you give us one bar, one line from a Bollywood song? Because I just heard you singing a song from Ashiki.
Yes.
I'll put you on the spot. You can say no.
No, I'm not going to say no. How can I say no to you? Absolutely. I'll sing the same one from Ashiki 2.
Yeah, that's my favourite song. at the
तुम ही
moment.
हो हम तेरे बिन अब रह नहीं सकते तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा क्योंकि तुम ही हो अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो.
Whoa, amazing.
Thank you.
Can you hear that phone ringing? That's actually Karan Johar calling.
Is he calling?
For you
I've been
to get
waiting
over
for
to
Karan's
Mumbai
call.
right now.
You're not lying, you better not be.
No, I'm not
Don't
lying,
get my hopes
honestly.
up like this.
No, honestly, that's the truth. So look, what are your future plans? what would you like to do next? And are you working on an album at the moment?
Yes, in fact I've done most of the album, working with Raxton Productions. So we've got an 8-track album ready at the moment.
Has the album been named? What's the name of the
Not
album?
yet, that's one thing we never thought about actually.
Oh, okay.
We did all this music, but we never actually named the album yet. We should probably go and revisit that.
What's the sound? What kind of
it's sort of,
pop or what is it?
let's call it Hindi meets R&B.
Okay.
Because Raxton,
brilliant.
I'll tell you just a little bit about him. He started more of a sort of R&B producer, and so sort of mixing my music with him has given this fusion of Indian, Hindi, Bollywood type of sound, with a very Western R&B type of music. So that's what Kabhi Jaana is about as well, and we've got a few more tracks coming out as well. Not sure when, can't give any dates just yet, but at the moment it's focused on Kabhi Jaana.
Brilliant. So in terms of, because we started talking about your journey, has it been a struggle, or did you find it quite easy to get into the music business? What's it been like?
You know what, I've never looked at it so much as getting into the music business as such. For me, because music's been such a passion, I've just done my own journey to everything, taken all the opportunities that have come my way, and slowly but surely I've gained a lot of great opportunities, performed at some absolutely fantastic venues, and it's just a long road for me, so let's just see where I end up.
Brilliant. And last year you won an Asian Music Award, or rather you were nominated for
I was nominated.
An Asian Music Award.
Yeah,
Was it Best Newcomer?
Yeah, Best Newcomer at the
What was that like,
UK
and
Music
performing with all those massive Asian stars
That was
from the
fantastic.
music scene?
Yeah, that was my first foray, if you will, into the British Asian music industry. Before that, I'd sort of not gone into that as much. So that was absolutely fantastic to get that recognition. It meant a lot to both me and to Rax as well, who had produced the track that was nominated, which was Kabhi Jaana actually, quite some time back. End of last year, this was end of 2012. And now, 8 months on, we're releasing the song, having got all of our preparations.
Okay, and do you write as well as sing, or are you focusing on the singing for now?
Yeah, I focus on the vocals. See, for me, what it is that because I'm a predominantly Hindi vocalist, I want my lyrics to be absolutely top notch. And I'm very, very lucky to have a very dear friend who's based in Mumbai, Sunil Sirvaya, and he writes all my lyrics for me. He's worked with some very big names. He's written songs for Ustad Rahman, Fateh Ali Khan Sahab, Shreya Ghoshal, and so I'm just overwhelmed that he's working with us as well. So it's absolutely fantastic writer. I think once you hear the lyrics of Kabhi Jaana, I'm sure you'll agree with me.
Definitely. So, do you have a message for your fans?
I'd have to just say thank you. Thank you so much for all the love that you've given me so much, so far even. And please do keep giving it. Please, I really appreciate your support. And I just hope that you guys keep enjoying my music. And that's about it really.
Hi, it's Cecilia here again for Bollywood ITV. We've just been talking to Kishan Amin at his single launch party here in Wembley, and now we're going to talk to his amazing, fantastic producer, Mr. Rax Tamir. So Rax, can I call you Rax? Tell us about yourself. How did you get into producing?
I've always been in production since a very young age. I grew up listening to Marty Berman. And
Quite diverse there.
yeah, well, I mean, Rishi Rich in terms of the UK scene, because I'm from the UK myself. But in terms of the Bollywood scene, Hardy Berman, you've got Kishore Kumar and Krishna, these guys, Hemant Kumar, Mohammed Rafi. And I just knew that this was for me. I started banging on tables since the age of 3. I get told off from my mum, so stop banging on tables. My teachers tell me I get attention, I bang on tables. And I just always knew that music was within me, so I turned to production. I really, really enjoyed the art of creating music, and I wanted to turn it into a career. So I met Rishi Rich, and went to the studio, and I worked with Marzi and his artist Jaggi and H. And since then I've just been making music, and I've now got my own production company. Kishan's my first artist. I've done my album with him. Today's launch is all about his first single off the album.
Well, how did you get involved in working with Kishan?
With Kishan,
Did you know each other before?
we actually met through a play production. His mum owns a dance company, and they do productions around the UK and international as well, which is quite important. His mum wanted some work done, and she introduced me. She said, you know, my son sings, and it's, you know, that's not my Kishan. And I heard his voice, and I was like, there's a star right there.
And I know Kishan's performing at the Mela on Sunday. So tell us about that. Are you excited about performing in front of so many people?
Yeah,
I think they get over 80,000 people at the Mela.
Yeah, I'm very excited at performing at the Mela. It's a fantastic opportunity to showcase my talent, Kishan's talent, and my other artist, Amin, Joyce. She's her mum been working around at the moment, and that's in the production stage at the moment. We're writing, we're having fun in the studio. It's cool, it's really cool. So yeah, London Mela, very excited. You know, working with my two artists, working with our band Gia, which I'm the drummer.
Oh, so a man of many talents.
Yeah, I produce. I love live performances as well.
Do you sing? Do you write? Do you think you might?
I'm a bathroom singer.
Are you? Okay.
I kind of sing.
Same as me.
I kind of sing in the bathroom, and you know, as you can tell, probably, you know, that I don't really know how to. I can guide vocalists of melodies and things because they come to mind. But in terms of singing, you need to have the right tone, right texture, and vocal. And maybe, who knows? 10 years down the line, I want to become, I don't know, Jay Shaw or something.
So you won't be going in front of Simon Cowell anytime soon?
Well,
What would that be like?
you know what? Never say never.
Never say never. I
That's what
totally
I never
agree with
say
that.
never.
Absolutely. Sorry, go on.
I'm just saying you just know, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Right now I could be saying one thing, and 2 months down the line, maybe 2 years down the line, circumstances and external factors could drive me to go and do something in a different direction.
Absolutely. So talking of the future, what are your sort of future plans?
Right, my future plan, well,
In terms of the next album or the next artist that you might work
the next
with?
artist
Obviously you're working with Ambika already.
Ambika Joyce. Fantastic talent. She's trained. She knows her craft, and she has a lot of input when writing the songs together. When I look for an artist, when I look for a singer or a new talent, I always look for not just the fact that they can sing, but they have the whole package. Meaning, it's not just about the vocal for me. It's about the identity and the relationship I create, the charisma they put off, and their ability to understand where I'm from. You know, it's the whole package. And I believe Kishan, he's on his way now. Ambika, she's going to be on her way very, very soon, so watch out for her, guys. And I'm always looking for new talent, so you know, if anyone's out there who wants to sort of come on board RCP,
Get in touch.
yeah,
Get in touch.
just /Raxtamir Productions. That's YouTube,
Did you
Facebook.
see that? That was a plug. Got that in there.
You always, in today's modern day and age, you have to plug because everything's online.
You absolutely have to. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we are going to be talking to Ambika in a minute and getting a lowdown from her. Now talking to an amazing and upcoming young artist called Ambika, who's been working with Raxtamir Productions and Kishan on a single. Now, you told me that was for Independence Day. How did that come about?
Well, it's for Indian Independence Day. I first met Kishan, well, through Facebook really. I saw some of his work that was featured on YouTube, and I thought this is an amazing voice. I really would love to work with him. And the scene in the UK is very popular for Asian artists who sing Bollywood music. I saw that they were doing a lot of covers of other Bollywood songs or English songs, and I thought there was a lot of covers movement going on, and I was a part of it as well. So I thought, okay, well, I've heard Kishan sing some Bollywood music, let's get together and sing some covers. So he never really told me what songs he wanted to do with me, so I thought, okay, I'm about to meet this guy, he's not telling me anything, what's up? So I went to the studio, met Raxtamir, the producer, and it turned out to be a great collaboration with us three on an original track, and I felt that was really, really important. Because when you come from, like myself, I come from a trained background in Carnatic music, which is South Indian classical music. And I've always been advised by my gurus, the people I look up to, that one thing that you've got to do is, number one, be able to sing somebody else's song and render it as your own. but at the same time show some originality. So learn how to write songs. You know, put your own innovation into a piece. Make your, you know, use your mind a little bit. And I thought it was a great opportunity to work with a producer who appreciated that, who demanded that from me, and I think it was the perfect way to start working with a new artist, where I started working with him. It wasn't just working with him alone, it was working with the team. It's the feeling of the team where you feel more like you have the support. It's more than just the one artist who's going to work with you and say bye-bye, and you know, the only thing that you have as a relationship is that one track. And I just thought that, you know, it's great. I said to Rax, I said, I want to do more tracks with you. He said, well, I want to sign you up as my artist. How do you feel about that? So I said, sounds great. So now we're working on my debut album with him. And tonight I'm going to be lucky. I'm privileged to perform for Kishan's single launch, opening up the show with 2 of my own songs. One of them, which was written by myself and Rax together, which will be part of my album.
So you like this?
Yes.
And in terms, you mentioned your album, in terms of the sound of the album, what's your sound?
Well, my sound, I have been told that I'm versatile, so I sing in many different languages. I sing English, Hindi, Tamil, Kannada, Marathi, some Punjabi as well. So predominantly I've been involved with classical music, Bollywood type music in Hindi and English. In English I sing mainly soul jazz. And my style, I would say, is a combination of all of these. And the songs that I'm writing right now, they're in English, and some that are in writing are in Hindi. So the album is going to be a mixture of Hindi and English.
You mentioned Hindi. Would you ever consider doing music for a Bollywood movie?
Of course, yes.
Would you like to?
I would love to. I mean, working with Rags, where the sound is pretty much very close to Bollywood, and I think that's very unique for what the UK has. A lot of the artists in the UK, I love the sound that they have. It's very original to the UK, but you hardly get a music director or an artist who has the sound of someone who belongs in Bollywood. And you suddenly think, where are these people coming from? Where are they based? They travel all the way to the UK from India. That's what I was asked by, I think it was Tommy Sandhu once. I performed at the Diwali Mela in Birmingham, the NIA. It's such a huge venue. And he said, did you come from India to perform here? So I said, no. Why did you ask that question? And he said, because your voice sounds too articulate to have come from the UK. And I didn't know what that meant, but I think he meant it as a compliment. So
You're very posh, probably.
maybe.
So, in terms as a female artist, there are some female artists who say that it's harder for them to get into the music scene because it's so dominated by men.
Yeah.
Have you found that to be your experience or not?
No, because
The support there for female artists?
no, I probably shouldn't mention this out loud, but I really don't like to think about the business side of it. I just want to sing. So when I feel like singing, I have a team, I just want to get on with it. The business is, I think I've been lucky enough to have a team who have been helping me take care of that part. So I don't have to be on that journey by myself. So music is really the thing. You know, if you're a singer, what do? You sing, you carry on with that. There shouldn't have to be nothing else worrying you.
And you're going to be singing at the London Mela, I think, in front of probably what, 80, 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest audience you've sung to? Is that
I once performed in front of the BBC at the BBC Proms, so there was about quite a big crowd, about 100,000 people, and that was with my dad, who's my guru. He's a violinist, and he had orchestrated the piece that we did together with the BBC Concerto Orchestra. And we had Honey Kularia and her dance company perform with us as well. That was my first experience of a huge stage. And this would be the main stage at London Mela. I've never done before. I've done other Melas in the past. It's very exciting, especially with the band that I'm with, Gio. And Raxima is part of it, it's Kishan's band. So I'm very, very happy and very lucky to have a band who are happy to perform with me on my pieces and to make me part of this as well. So I'm very excited.
And do you prefer the live experience, or do you prefer being in the studio, or do you like both?
I think both have their ups and downs. Performance-wise, I don't see a down with performance. I have in the past gotten nervous, but maybe because I haven't prepared, you know, when I was growing up. But I love performing. Yeah. Well, I take pleasure in performing. I think any person person who calls himself a vocalist in any form, if you're recording a product, it's great, it will give you international fame overnight through YouTube. But if somebody saw you on the high street and they say, please do a piece for us, and you're not able to deliver that, then something's wrong with you. So you do need to take care of your craft and do what you're good at doing and practice. So I think the writing process opens my mind up to different things that I probably wouldn't be able to come up with on stage, on the spot. And then the stage experience is something totally different. You've got to be on the stage to know what you feel on the stage.
Obviously, you work with Kishan, you work with Rax. Who would you like to work with? Is there somebody that you've always thought, oh, I'd love to do a collaboration or duet with them?
Yes, of course. My training in Indian classical music has opened my eyes and ears and my mind to a lot of people within the Indian music industry. So I have a lot of composers that I really look up to in India, like Raja, who is the most prominent composer that the world has ever known. And then comes Rahman. I would love to work with him.
You've got a couple of fans there. It's alright, they're just screaming fans.
So I'd love to work with Raja, I'd love to work with Rahman. Shankar and Roy for me, in the contemporary field, they have a sound that I think I could mostly relate my delivery of, vocals. I would love to work with them. And, from some of the pieces that have come recently, stuff like What's Going on Is and for me that's very emotive, very contemporary, goes with what I've been learning in my life and what people love as well. So make it commercial, make it very original as well.
And have you named the album yet? When is it out?
No, we haven't named it. It's work in progress, so it will be out once it's done. Very soon. We've got a couple of songs done already, so hang in there. And every time we perform, I'll be performing them. So come along with it.
By Erica now, who is the model and the actress in the video for Kishan's new single. Erica, tell us about yourself. Thank you for agreeing to do an interview with us.
Pleasure. What would you like to know?
What's your background? So you were telling me that you've done modelling and you've done acting. And tell me about your background. Your father's from Sweden, your mother's Lebanese. So
Well, basically I grew up in Sweden and that's where I started doing modelling in theatre, and I just really developed this passion for it. I loved it, and when I moved to London I started doing Asian modelling, magazines for makeup artists and so on and so forth. And then I started working with Jaana, the director of the video, and then eventually this opportunity came along to work with Amin and Kishan, and the concept just seems so amazing. So
what's the concept of the video? What's your role in it? Tell me a bit about the video. We haven't seen the video yet.
I think you'll like it a lot. It's basically about a couple and they're separated, but there's a lot of symbolism in the video. There's a lot of fire, there's a lot of ice. It's about a young man who's remembering.
What does that signify? Fire and ice, eh?
It's a
That sounds a bit
transition.
kinky to me.
No, it's a transition between the past and the present, basically. And Kishan, I think, is thinking back to the past, remembering a love, and she's floating in and out, very much like a ghost.
Was it fun working with Kishan and Rax and the other guys?
On the day, it was really hard work. It was freezing cold, it was raining. It was made down by the coast, and mountains we have to climb up and down these really steep hills, lots of rocks
Sounds
and
like
mud.
fun.
Well, when you see the video, you don't see.
Although you can't do it in heels,
No,
right?
you can't do it in heels.
Yeah, I'm out then.
At the same time, it was such an amazing feeling because we had such a positive team, so much energy. I think we were on set for about 15 hours, but every moment was worth it. When you're having such a good time and then you see the final product, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure you look absolutely gorgeous in the video as you do tonight. So what's next for you? Are you going to be doing more music videos, more modelling? Will you get into acting?
It's something I definitely want to pursue. Modelling is something I love doing, so I still do a lot of beauty work, fashion work, acting as well. I'm looking into it at the moment.
Do you think about going to Bollywood?
I would definitely consider going to
Do you remind me of you know Katrina Kaif? She's a Bollywood actress, right? So I'm sure you know Katrina. I think Eric reminds me of Katrina.
My second name's Katrina.
Is it?
Yes.
Ah, that's a good call.
Yeah, that's very, very gorgeous. I love Katrina Kaif.
So do I. Brilliant. Well, thank you for joining us. Do you want to just talk to your fans and just give them a message from you?
Basically, check out the video. I think you will love it. It's stunning. And support Kishan and Rax. They're passionate and they're hardworking and they deserve your support.